What's up, Wellington kids? I have teacher Megan here with me today, and she is trying to balance across the little ledge there. And it's super tricky for her because there's nothing to hold on to. We want to remind you today that God is in control and that He is your rock. He is firm and He never moves. He is always there for you. Love you all so much.
It's time for Stick Puppet Theater, the story of Joseph. You might know the story of Joseph, but if you don't, it's pretty epic. In fact, the full story is found in 9 whole chapters of the Bible. Genesis 37, Genesis 39, all the way to Genesis 47. But here's the stick puppet version. Joseph was the son of Jacob, who was the son of Isaac, who was the son of Abraham, who was the man to whom God promised that his family would bring blessing to the whole world. Now, Joseph had 10 older brothers: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, and Zebulun. And they would all work on the field together, tending their father's animals. Joseph got a fancy coat from his dad. Here you go, my son. Joseph's brothers were jealous of this fancy coat from their dad. Aw, man! Joseph had dreams from God that his brothers and family would bow down to Joseph. Joseph's brothers were angry about these dreams. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Really, dude? Come on! Joseph's brothers got so angry that they tore off Joseph's coat, threw him in a pit, and left him to die. Remind me, I want to throw this down like a chute somewhere. But actually, instead, they sold him into slavery in Egypt. Meanwhile, Joseph's brothers put blood onto Joseph's coat, lied to their dad, and told him that Joseph was attacked by a wild animal. Meanwhile, in Egypt, Joseph ended up working for a captain of the Egyptian Pharaoh's guard and did a pretty good job. Good job. Joseph was framed for a crime he didn't commit and was thrown into jail. Joseph ended up being in charge of all the prisoners in jail and actually did a pretty good job. Good job. Joseph met 2 prisoners who were former workers of the king and was able to tell them the meaning of some troubling dreams that he had. Joseph stayed in jail for another 2 years, even after he remembered the cupbearer, who returned back to Pharaoh because that cupbearer finally remembered Joseph because Pharaoh himself had some dreams that were troubling him. Yeah, crazy, I know. Joseph told Pharaoh the meaning of his dreams and became the second in command of all of Egypt, helping people get enough food in the 7 years of famine after the 7 good years that were mentioned in Pharaoh's dream. And he did a pretty good job. Good job. During this famine, everyone from all the neighboring lands came to Egypt in order to buy food, including Joseph's brothers. Not knowing that it was actually Joseph, the brothers all bowed down before him, just like the dream Joseph had all those years ago. Joseph kept his identity a secret, but tested his brothers to see if they were now loyal and trustworthy. After lots of traveling back and forth, the brothers brought Benjamin, Joseph's younger brother, to Egypt, where he was framed for stealing Joseph's precious silver cup. Through this, Joseph found out that the brothers were changed. Joseph was convinced that they all felt bad for all the mean things they did all those years ago, and he saw how they protected Benjamin and respected their father. When Joseph finally revealed himself to his brothers, at first, the brothers were scared and sorry, but Joseph finally forgave them and offered all of them, including their father, a home in Egypt for the whole family. God was with Joseph.
And so I hope you enjoyed our first episode of Stick Puppet Theater with its latest technology. Not quite. But really, through the whole story of Joseph, the important thing to remember is that God was with him at every step of the way. God was with Joseph when he had those dreams about his brothers. God was with Joseph when they stole his coat and threw him in the well. God was with Joseph when he was a slave in Egypt and when he was thrown in jail. He was with Joseph when he gave him the ability to tell the dreams of the baker, the cupbearer, even Pharaoh himself. And God was still with Joseph and gave him wisdom and the skill to do a good job at Potiphar's house, when he was in jail, and when he was the ruler of Egypt as well. God was with Joseph as he tested and he forgave his brothers. And even through all of this, Joseph says in Genesis 50, verse 20, that all that bad stuff that the brothers had meant to harm and do bad to Joseph, God actually meant it for good. And that many lives were saved because of it. Joseph recognized that God was there with him, keeping him rooted, strong, trusting in him. And just like at the very beginning of our session, Megan needed someone or something to hold on to when she was balancing on the playground outside, or the way Joseph did the right thing even during all those unexpected and difficult things happening through the story. We also need to remember to hold on to God and stay strong in following him. I hope today you'll think about how he is our rock. Even though times get tough and difficult and unexpected and they kind of sway us or throw us off balance, we can still hold on to him who gives us strength and keeps us standing and rooted in him. In fact, our response song today reminds us of this. When we build our life on God, when we read what the Bible says and put it into action, it's like we're building on top of a strong and firm foundation. We can listen to God, know that his plans are the best, and we won't be shaken. So let's stand, sing, worship together right now.